Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Strike and welcome back to the Future the game. In the last episode, we met up with Doc in 1931 and we figured out that we need to talk to his younger self to get an invention out to save the Doc. And so we're gonna run over here to the courthouse, because that's what we learned that he's working at as a teenager. It's cool because he's gonna be Marty's age, so it's gonna be like meeting Doc Brown in the same way that Marty met George in the first movie.
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm, Harry Callahan.
Brown, but I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
So, this part is annoying because I remember you gotta...
Expectation value of pain, right? What am I missing here? Or do we take H's stand for him in the lineup?
They didn't even...
Is H to the A multiplied by the inverse of...
There we go.
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Can I please talk to you?
That's Newton. Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
I already did that. I don't need to do that anymore. Why are you letting me do it more than once?
But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant? The massive acceleration is reduced by the inverse derivative of
what
the
the
speed
hell?
relative to the speed of light.
Alright, so he goes in here all the time to this law office building. Oh, Jesus, the graphical errors. Yeah, this game is not the best made, but it's still, it's a pretty good story. Oh God, why?
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Lip syncing. Again, still not the best.
Now, if H
Why do you have to get so close to the objectives?
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Okay, so we're gonna let him do his thing now. And let's see what Einstein's up to.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Okay, completely pointless, but oh well. 1930s Marty in an empty clock tower courthouse thing. Hey, where are you going? God, I remember the controls. The controls on the console version have always been a bit stiff. I kind of wish that it didn't have to like change. Wow, look at that run.
Psst, Doc.
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
Yeah.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief. Is that me?
No.
I sound so...
Young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
It's kind of funny. Hold on. How do you...
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring
He
it
didn't even
here?
tell you where he found
Because
it.
the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell him.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
I think this is the part.
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty, but I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
Oh, that dang. He's gotten to the point where they're teenagers. Jesus.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
It's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine, fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer in 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Yeah.
Where'd the DeLorean come from? Last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
It's for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
Yep. A plausible explanation. So that's cool. That's the explanation of how.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Okay, I love that. But that's an explanation of how the time machine came back. Yeah. So there is an achievement for that. I'm actually gonna look. All right, come on.
Acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant mass of
Oh, no, wait.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Callahan.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Let's go.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Yeah, let's
Can
go
I
with that.
see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? You got a subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Alright, so lots of talking because this is a very story-driven game, but as I was saying, I'm going to have to go through the trophies and get some graphical glitches too, dang. I have to go through the trophies and see what else there is, because I've played through this game many times before.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
So I'm going to figure out what else there is, do them all.
Get out of here!
Probably not in the video
How
series,
about
but...
you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
Well, I'm not shining your shoes. So...
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
He's my employee. He's very busy today.
Look like he has black hair except for the brown eyebrows on his face.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut ball.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Hey,
Got it.
kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
All this over a hat. That's the funny part. Oh, no offense. Not the fence. Get no. That facial expression.
Give me that hat, you lousy crook! Emmett!
Emmett just got there. The matches guy just stops dead in his tracks. Oh, much accents. Wow. Very time travel.
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen.
And where the hell did that come from? And he just kicked him in the nuts.
Ow! Fix me up!
That is like the most random scene in the entire game. I love it though, because it's
Where'd
cute.
you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Well, we won a hat, so that's good. So we're gonna go deliver the subpoena to the Arthur McFly. Nope, this way. Crap, do I need to go talk to Doc? Young Doc? I really wish there was just like a free roam feature instead of a map changing thing. And last time I played this game on YouTube, I did start it, but I got up to like the last, I had like one more video of episode 1 and I didn't even get to that, so.
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas?
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
We'll get that subpoena delivered. My name isn't...
Harry Callahan!
Yeah.
Harry Callahan is from the movie Dirty Harry, in case you didn't know that.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Callahan. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Yeah, alright, Lois Lane, alright.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Yeah, we got a ton of questions here to ask, because Edna is so important. Stay sober.
Stay Sober Society.
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
Alright,
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh, which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
yeah, so...
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
The Stay
Yeah.
Sober Society.
Bless you for thinking of them. But that meeting isn't scheduled to start for a little while. And we wouldn't want them eating
Shit.
cold soup.
I
You
think I
asked me to
just...
tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
Somebody does. I don't remember who it is.
The insane asylum.
Those inmates are crazy for soup.
Alright, later, you... Wow.
All right, Edna. Just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
There's a whole puzzle to getting, like, all the soup. And I gotta go figure it out, but, like, that... She's gone for right now. So, like... Eventually... I need to get... What's-his-face... back outside, Kid Tannen. I know where to go to talk to George. George. I think I need to talk to Emmett, actually. Alright, running back to Emmett. Running back to Emmett. Do 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 do. Wow, that was fast, Edna. Okay.
This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You law people should know that.
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured. We'll get that subpoena delivered.
I think we just go into the alcohol place, the soup kitchen. That totally made sense. That was just written on paper, like... Yeah, we go through, and yeah, Emmett follows with us. So, there's a whole setup thing with this soup kitchen.
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
So,
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
alright, so... If memory serves me correctly, we come over here, and then he activates the secret lever. There's a whole puzzle. Okay, so
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
alright, so
Eureka!
wow, that was quick.
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Could I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried
Alright, so
parsley? It might help to, complement the mellow flavor of the cabbage.
Compliment the mellow... What are you talking about?
Trust me.
You might be onto something, kid. Let me see what I got.
Okay, so I'm hoping I'm doing this right straight away. He moves that out of the way. He starts doing that shit. And Marty looks at the pipe. So I'm actually doing it right for the first time, like straight away, like that. That's pretty good. I used to have, for some reason, when I first started playing this, I used to have so much trouble doing this.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tannen's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
Wow. Someone's got a stick far up her ass. Okay.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
Alright, let's leave. Emmett just teleports to the door. Awesome. And now we go talk to Edna. Hooch Edna. Talk to the bitch. Talk to the
Hey,
super
Miss
bitch.
Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Callahan. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Harry! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're
They're
sober.
sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
What's wrong with a little noise? It'll be like a party.
My Pop is not the partying type.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but
But what?
it's still impossible.
Think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
But I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't.
No, I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait. You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
Yeah, that's awkward.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Now, you worry too much, Emmett.
But we still gotta
All we gotta
deliver
do
the
is
subpoena.
serve that subpoena, and we're off to build your rocket drill.
And get my patent.
Yeah, your patent.
Yeah, so where is the tannin of the tannins? Is he coming out?
Hey, Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like, a hunting lodge?
Oh. Alright. Don't remember that.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Stuff. Probably drinking some hooch. Okay, well, I've been recording for half an hour, and, well, I don't think Kid Tannen is coming out of his hidey hole anytime soon. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Back to the Future the Game. I will see you all in the next episode. Later, taters!